This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Paton.
We're going.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure because it looks like my blue lines are going like quite like tall.
They are quite tall. I'm going to lower you down slightly. I feel like we're 2 episodes in now, and both have begun with us talking about the levels.
In a confused tone.
Oh, well, hello, Ryan.
Hello, Stephen.
I nearly pronounced your name wrong there.
Yeah.
Put a cheeky L.
There was an L at the start.
Yeah. I tried to stop myself and couldn't quite do it. I mean, you'd think after 13 years, I'd get the name right. You know, I say it enough.
To be honest, we don't actually... I wouldn't say we say each other's names that often.
I don't think so. And it's probably only if we're talking to... If I was talking about you to somebody else.
Yeah. I'd never say Stephen to you or Steve.
Steve,
That's what I'd normally say. But,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, but we'd never be in conversation and I'd throw in a Stephen.
No, only if... it was like, oh, come on, Ryan, you know.
Yeah.
If there was a scoffing tone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, other than that, absolutely not. Well, I'm going to start off, Ryan, by saying congratulations on passing your driver's test.
Thank you very much.
It was, can we say how many attempts?
Yeah, it was the fourth.
The fourth attempt.
Fourth attempt.
Okay, so the first test, I was, what was it, like 3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Okay, and another bold move of yours, actually, is that you told people you were going to take the test, that you gave people the date.
Yeah, because I feel like that's not... I wouldn't have been embarrassed to say that I failed, so I think that's the reason, isn't it?
I mean, you're broadcasting it now. But, you know, you just almost inviting jibes if...
Yeah, but I don't think that would have added any pressure to the situation,
okay.
Other people knowing. Like, I don't think anyone would have been applying pressure that for me to pass.
Okay.
Like, no one would be judgmental. I say no one.
I think the entire friend group was. Okay, so first one. You went in incredibly confident.
Yes.
You arrive at the test centre. Mm-hmm. You're like Billy Big Bollocks walking about the place.
Exactly.
You thought, I've got this.
Yeah. In my lessons, I was very confident.
Yeah. Your instructor, he was confident on your behalf.
Oh, yeah, Len. Len was... I can't find the words to explain how much confidence Len had in me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I remember you taking the lessons, and it actually sounded like Len was a great teacher.
Oh, the best.
But you say that. It took 4 goes. My driving instructor, whose name escapes me, was it Phil? It doesn't matter what his name was.
No, I can't remember.
He fell asleep twice during my lessons.
Oh, wow.
Twice.
That could have been, he was so relaxed with you behind the wheel.
Well, maybe that
he thought, I can have a nap.
But that's not how I took it at the time. My ego was bruised. I thought my conversation was killer. And then I turned to my left, and there he is, asleep. I remember one particular instance where he was out, like fully out for the count.
Oh my God.
So I pulled over and just waited for him to wake up.
Did you not give him a shake?
Well,
he could have slammed on a little bit.
Oh God, you think I should have done like an emergency? Oh, fucking no.
On an empty street and be like,
yeah.
Look what could have happened, Phil. Yeah. I'll teach you.
Okay, so, but Len, he was like, you've got this, Ryan.
Yeah.
Go for gold.
He never said that. It was more his manner.
Was it more like, you may have this, Ryan?
Yeah.
Don't be disappointed, Ryan.
Yeah. It was never as full on as that.
No.
But it was more just, how he handled himself. I took that from him anyway.
Oh. When he said good morning.
Yeah, I said I know, Len.
Into that.
I know.
Okay, so You're confident as anything.
Mm-hmm.
You walk into the test centre.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still confident.
Even in the building.
I went for a pre-test, you know.
A dump.
Not a dump, no.
Oh, just the way you raised your eyebrows after there.
I know, yeah,
dump.
yeah, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't quite as serious as that.
Okay, so you just released yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you went to the toilets for this. It was like, I'm that confident.
I was standing on the bonnet. Yeah, no,
And it also shows multitasking that because you can pee and you can also read out the registration of the car ahead at the same time. I would have given you a license there.
Yeah, so because there's that part in it when you're in the waiting area.
Yeah.
And that's always a bit, you know, that's when the nerves start.
That's when the nerves kick in.
Yeah, when the examiners are coming out and they're saying your name.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Always called last. Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd know. Happened all 4 times.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, so but still, even in that moment when the examiners are coming out,
Zero nerves.
See, yeah, the nerves aren't building up really, and then my name's called out.
Yep. Did they mention the middle name when they read it?
No. I actually don't think that's
on the license.
No, it must be, mustn't it?
It must be.
Yeah, I just choose to not read
to block it out.
Yeah. So
I mean, we'll upload a photo of it to the Instagram page.
Oh yeah, that'd be embarrassing if they did say the middle name.
Oh, it would.
Yeah,
those heads would turn.
Yeah, the whole room would laugh. I get heckled.
If anything, though, it would calm people's nerves.
Oh yeah. You should have heard one of the names. It settled me right down.
Like, even if I fail, it's not as bad as that. It could be worse.
So anyway.
So, okay, the name's called.
The name's called.
Yeah. Describe your examiner. Was it a male or female?
It was a female.
Female, okay.
She was a middle-aged Irish lady.
Now, I would say you've struck gold.
Yeah.
Here.
She's going to be sensitive to the nerves, isn't she?
Oh, she will be like a lovely mother goose.
Oh, yeah. No, she was.
Yeah.
I got that impression straight away. I was like...
You were her golden egg.
So I played up to it. I played up to the nervous students. But yeah, no, she was absolutely lovely. And
Yeah,
you thought,
she's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not going to be, you know...
Oh, no, she won't nitpick.
No, she's not going to nitpick at all.
Oh.
So the test.
You get in the car.
I get in the car.
I'll tell you this. When I got my test, they open up the bonnet and there's a few like questions of what's this?
Oh, yeah.
What's this? I had a complete stab in the dark.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
I did as well.
No idea.
Yeah, because we'd never really gone through this in the lessons.
No.
I mean, like the mechanics of the car. And
well, you were raving about Len a second ago. You'd assume he'd mention it.
It was more just... It wasn't what he said. Maybe I read into it too much. It was more with his eyes, you know.
Yeah.
It was the look. Yeah.
A look of confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't go through anything for the mechanics of the car.
Nothing.
And then, like, in the short drive from, like, the nearby Lidl... It's an Aldi, actually, the Aldi to the test centre.
It's an important clarification.
Yeah,
that.
it was like, it was a brief run through every single, how the whole car works. I was like, I'm not going to remember any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the first, so we did that.
Yeah, well, they give you a few questions.
Yeah.
And
I also done a massive stab in the dark. I think it was something to do with how you check your power steering's working or something like that. And I think I just looked in vain at the lights in the car and said that one would be showing. But I think they must know when, like, your guess is that bad.
Oh, yeah.
That it's like, we'll move on. Like, I think maybe if I was, like, in, like, the nearby area, they'd have been a bit like, Oh no, but you're near.
Yeah.
You're
But
near.
when you're so off, it's like, well, there's no point in even.
Yeah, so I got that wrong. Yeah, that's only a minor anyway.
Okay.
So I was.
And you thought, well, I've got a few of those to spare.
Oh yeah. I can work with one. I know what's happened immediately, which isn't ideal.
Yeah.
But
You're yet to turn on the engine. But nevertheless.
yeah, so I then do turn on the engine. I've moved on from the error.
Oh, you took that out of your mind.
Yeah. And the test starts.
Yeah.
Again, I'm feeling fine. We go through a one-way street. Which...
Did you make any chat with the examiner?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't. And I remember what your advice was. Which I completely ignored your advice. Yeah.
Well, so I'll tell everyone my advice. I thought you should immediately make a rapport with the examiner. If they're on your side, they'll look over your...
It's very difficult, though, in that they
that environment.
out of that door, that room,
they do.
Where it seems as though it's not big enough to fit all them in. It's like a weird clown car of a room. It's like, there's more. It's like, were you on top of each other in that room?
Maybe they nest like Russian dolls. So I thought the goal, build rapport straight away. You can pretty much do anything after that. So The Apprentice was on TV at the time. I thought, I'm going to go in for the kill. I'll mention The Apprentice. So I just guessed at what, with a dipstick is or something. I pointed the engine, I'm sure. I got in the car and I said it was this quite old guy. I said, so, did you see The Apprentice yesterday? He said, oh, I don't watch anything like that. Like really firm. And then I don't think we spoke for the rest of the test.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And naturally I failed.
Yeah.
So a few weeks later, when I retook the test, I thought even though my previous attempt crashed and burned, I'm going to try this again. So I get in the car, said, did you see The Apprentice last night? Should I love The Apprentice?
Oh.
I was like, yes!
That is the exact response you wanted, wasn't it?
Could not have got any better.
I mean, my concern is the Apprentice wasn't on last night. So if I got in and said, did you see The Apprentice last night? I would have just seemed insane. Just with these outdated TV references. What about that dirty den in EastEnders, eh? Whoa! That guy, oh my God. Referencing Steve Brookstein's performance on the X Factor. I think that guy's going to win. He's going to go places.
His bin man days are behind him.
It was actually Andy Abraham who was the bin man.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to be pedantic with the X Factor.
Thanks for the correction there, Ryan.
Also,
go on.
Very on point.
It is on point.
Yeah, with
where the story is going.
Yeah.
So you set off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No apprentice chat.
No. Okay.
My mind was on the road.
Yeah.
It's a familiar route, so I'm happy with that. I'm confident. We go through a one-way street, which they throw in as a trick.
Okay.
So it's like if you...
Is it to see if you're pointing in the right direction?
Yes, so I navigate my way through that
seamlessly.
Yeah.
Textbook.
Yeah.
She's taking notes.
Yeah, she's saying how good it was. How like tackled that confidently.
Is she saying it aloud or much like Len? Are you projecting these?
I'm saying
you're doing the Irish accent. Bono this, Bono that.
Yeah, so Oh, it's going great. There's another trick that they throw with an emergency stop thing. Not an emergency
They try
stop.
and catch you out, these examiners, don't they?
It was a particularly difficult route.
Yeah.
But because I've been
She's pleasant on the outside, but inside...
Oh yeah. Deceiving looks. But then we reach a road.
Okay.
Which, yeah.
I'd assume you've been on them for the previous 20
yeah.
minutes or so.
I'm saying it's gone great. I've drove through a park. Not much traffic here.
Do you fancy going on the swings? you get back to the test centre with a Mr. Whippy.
The test went terribly, but I had a great day. I think me and her are going to be pals. So, yeah, we went through the one-way street, and then we turn onto this road, which I was familiar with.
Okay.
It's quite a narrow road. Mm-hmm. I make the left turn onto the narrow road. Uh-huh. There's a difference on this day.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, in Knowsley, it was bin collection day.
Not bin collection day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And some...
Now, for most people, I mean, this was a Wednesday.
Yeah, yes.
A Wednesday. You know, I've driven on a Wednesday, Ryan. Mm-hmm. Many people do.
Yes.
Yeah. But it seemed to be an issue in this case.
Because you've never fell victim to a rogue bin man.
Do you think Andy is incredibly bitter? He's back on the van.
Yeah, he's reckless. Because, so the bin, obviously, have been left out for collection.
Yeah.
The bin men have been.
Yeah.
They taken the bin to the truck.
Yeah.
And put it, empty the contents.
Yeah.
And then they return it back to the front of the house where it was.
We all know how bins work.
That is the standard procedure. But on this occasion, the bin man left the bin on the road.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. You're painting a picture. There's a certain amount of bias in the way you tell the story.
I don't think so. This is completely objective as how it happened.
So how deep into the road was it? How far?
It was very soon in the road. So this house is like, it's not like a busy residential area. That's again one of the annoying parts.
Okay.
It's like a cottage. It's like a standalone house, right? So the road wasn't...
What? Had you driven into a Roald Dahl novel?
No, it was. It was just like one house, kind of like a detached house on its own.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why, like, there wasn't many bins on the road, so there was no need for it to be so careless with this one. So it was very soon in the road. So I immediately turned left, and immediately I was encountered with this this bin in the road. And normally, when I've been on this road loads of times.
Countless times. Yeah.
And every time it's been empty. So to the point where...
You've been there on a Monday. You've been there on a Tuesday.
Yes. But at this exact time that I turn on the road and I'm encountered by the bin, the stray bin.
Yeah.
There's
this maverick bin.
The maverick bin.
Yeah.
Right, there was a car coming on the opposite lane as well, so I couldn't even do the normal thing of just round, going around,
little veer into the next
little
lane,
veer,
pop back in.
Yeah, I couldn't even do that.
No,
but I was
so in this situation. You I assume what you did, Ryan, is you stopped, you allowed the car to go by, and then you continued forth.
Well, that's what I should have done. However, I was panicked by the sight of this bin.
Oh no!
And then I turned into the road. I think in first gear. I was going very slow. Anyway.
Okay.
And so I was edging towards. So I'd seen the bin. I then see the car coming in the opposite direction. And I froze in panic. And then for some reason, this mad thought came into my head as I was approaching the bin that I thought, I can fit through this. There was enough of a gap. That gave me some confidence, some hope that I could.
You could get by.
Yeah.
Now, what I should tell people is, as you've just said enough of a gap, you've just brought out your index finger and thumb and displayed the smallest gap, maybe 2 inches.
Yeah, if you're indicating with the finger and thumb and it's car related, it's a car related story.
For someone who was a recent driver.
Couldn't be more recent. So unfortunately, there was not enough room.
Oh no.
I clipped the bin.
You collided with the bin.
I collided with the stray bin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was there a topple?
Oh, there wasn't a topple. There
No.
was I think there was a
shimmy back.
Yeah. It definitely was put off balance, but it was more the wing mirror that hit it.
Oh no!
So,
well, the unfortunate thing is here it's the wing mirror on the passenger side. So your examiner got the brunt of that.
Oh yeah. She, to her horror, she screams like, "Watch out for the bin!" And even though it was my first test, I knew that wasn't the reaction you're trying to get. You want some apprentice-related chat.
You want a bit of light banter about Alan Sugar.
Yeah. You don't want to make her scream.
No.
Yeah, so that was an unfortunate incident, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you hit anything on a test, that's like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one's done. You go for test number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go into this next test with as much confidence?
No. I'm a bit more. I'm a bit knocked.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm like the bin we referred to a bit earlier on.
Unfortunately, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm nowhere near as confident for the second test.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still not. I wouldn't say. No, I'm nervous for the second test.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine to admit that you're nervous.
I know. I don't know why I tried to brush over it. To be honest, I was nervous.
There's no judgment.
Yeah, I was nervous.
Yeah. So number 2.
Number 2. Again, bit nervous.
Yeah, nervous.
I'm not with the.
You now learned what power steering was.
Yeah. This time I actually got the question right.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I can't remember what the question was, but I just remember being. Oh no, this one.
The red pen didn't come out.
I think it was dipstick related.
Oh,
yeah, because I enjoyed using the dipstick.
The smear with the rag.
Yeah.
I would say wiping the dipstick is the only time I feel like a real man.
Yeah, but this time my examiner was Leslie. It wasn't the Northern Irish lady.
Oh, so Northern Irish lady's gone. You've got another lady called Leslie.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Yeah.
How did she seem?
At first, she seemed great. She was asking me about my job.
Okay.
Yeah,
you work for an afternoon tea company, so it's very memorable.
Yeah, we had some niche afternoon tea chat. We're talking about, what do you think? And it was going great.
Yeah.
We went on a route that was actually, I drove past the road where I live, so that's how familiar I was with the route.
Uh-huh.
So I was again.
Did you invite Leslie in for a cup of tea?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Okay.
Maybe that would have endeared myself to her.
It would.
Yeah.
Or you should have said, Leslie, I live just there. I know the pub over the road is great. Do you fancy a pint?
We can finish this later. Let's make this interesting. But I'm still a bit. I've got hard feelings about the second test because I still think that
it was unjust.
Yes, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for. So it was just on a road. I had to pull in on the left-hand side. I indicated.
So Leslie had said, "All right, Ryan, I'd like you to pull in on the left."
Yes, exactly in that tone.
Yeah,
and
I should say it was. I'm going to be honest with you, Ryan. It was a Mrs. Doubtfire situation. I am Leslie.
That's why she kept mentioning The Apprentice. Yeah, so Leslie says in that exact voice, pull on left-hand side of the road.
Yeah.
I indicated. I should, in hindsight, have went into the first opening that was there.
Yeah, so one would assume you indicate the nearest possible left, bang, you go in.
I felt I had to steer a bit aggressively to get into that.
You don't want to be aggressive.
Exactly. That was my thinking exactly. So I continued to go on down the road.
Okay.
The next opening was a bus stop. I thought,
absolutely not.
Rookie error to park on a bus stop. Immediate fail.
Uh-huh.
So I continued. There was then just parked cars, a block of parked cars. So I could see on the sat nav what route we were going to take.
Oh no!
Which involved a left turn anyway.
Oh no!
Yeah. So I used what I'd already indicated to turn left.
Yeah.
And then I re-indicated and then parked in a safe place.
Yeah. So she'd said to you, just pull into this left here.
Yeah.
And in your mind, you thought, I'm not satisfied with this left. I'm going to go to another street and find a random left there.
That's exactly what I did. But this was in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Which I felt, but that was an immediate fail.
An immediate fail?
Yeah, that was a major.
That's crazy.
That is harsh.
That is harsh.
So if I'd have misled people on the road, I'd have if I was indicating right and then just went left, and I'd have went okay, fair enough. But
I feel like these are the arguments you made to Leslie on the day.
yeah. Which, unfortunately, when I got Leslie on my third test...
Oh, no. Oh.
But, to be honest, Leslie had absolutely no idea who I was. She
didn't remember you?
No, she had no recollection.
Oh,
Leslie. She was asking me about my career again.
Oh.
And I was engaged in the exact same afternoon tea chat.
Yeah.
And Leslie, there was no
hint of recollection.
No, vacant.
Ugh.
Absolutely vacant, just mindless small talk it was. Which I thought we
it's
made
almost
a
as if Leslie doesn't care about you. You were just one of the dozen she has that day.
Yeah, I made that known as well. You're not even bothered about me, Leslie.
Okay, so number 3, you set off again with Leslie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The route again I was familiar with.
Yep. Well, you were born and raised in Liverpool, so you will know the area.
That is very true.
Yeah.
The test was going fine.
Well,
I say fine. The first part, I was more nervous this time.
It wasn't bin day, was it?
It wasn't bin day.
Okay.
However...
Did you actively avoid bin days?
Yeah, yeah. I was researching on the Liverpool Council website saying what the bin collection days in every area. Just to avoid. But as I turned down the road, so as I immediately exited the test centre, I was driving my handbrake on.
With your handbrake on?
Yeah.
I would assume that's a major.
No, so I thought that. And then, so Leslie indicated to the handbrake.
She, gave you a hint and, pointed down?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought when she pointed, she'd been very handy and put it down for me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so then when I continued to drive...
So she just pointed, you carried on still with a handbrake engaged.
Yeah, so then she made a comment
but that wasn't a major.
No, so I thought that was a major, so I was dead annoyed.
Yeah.
But then I thought I was carry on anyway, it's just experience. We continued the route. And then it was going fine.
Okay.
And then we approached this hill by Aintree Racecourse.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you're familiar with.
I am.
Yeah, it is.
It's quite, to describe it, it's like a small bridge, but it's blind. It's totally blind.
Yeah.
So you cannot see, only one car's allowed at a time, and you cannot see the oncoming cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've done this route before.
Yes.
But it's always been empty.
It's a horrible little bridge.
Yeah. So when I approached it and there was traffic coming the other way, Leslie said, beep the horn.
Okay.
Which I had no idea what that meant at the time. So I just, going down the road, just randomly beep the horn. As though I was saying hello to a pedestrian. And then Leslie then went, not now. So I was like,
oh no.
Yeah, so that just instigated the very panic situation.
Yeah.
I turned onto this hill.
Yeah.
There was a car coming the other way. So I had to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've stopped. But because I can't, it's all a bit of a haze.
You were flustered.
Yeah, I was that's a great word. Yeah, I was flustered. And I didn't engage something properly. I think I put the handbrake up to stop because I was on a hill.
You had an absolute mare with this handbrake.
Yeah, but then when I released the handbrake, I didn't properly hit the bite and the car rolled back.
Oh no.
And Leslie had to do an emergency brake.
Oh, and Leslie broke for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I know when she has to actually do something, that's a definite fail.
Yeah, when you're so not in control of the vehicle that someone else has to operate it. Yeah, oh, that is not good.
Yeah, so then... But I thought the handbrake was going to be the fail as well on that one.
Yeah.
But then when I got back, it was just...
It was a real double whammy, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just the hill.
Yeah.
Which I can accept that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She had every right in that one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 4. Now, at this point, we'd all made a mockery of these.
Yes.
Particularly rolling down a hill. You know?
Yeah.
Number 4, you must have been like, come on, I have to get it.
Yeah, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
Very nervous. And I wore a grey t-shirt as well, which was a
really?
shocking decision.
That's a terrible decision. I'm pleased you got changed for tonight.
Yeah, but as I started, I immediately stalled as well as I was leaving.
No.
Yeah, because we got to the test centre a bit later, so we couldn't get the prime position.
Yeah.
To be one of the first to leave, so I had my leg on the clutch for ages, and because I was nervous this time,
yeah,
there was a trembling leg.
You don't want to tremble on the clutch.
Oh no. And then I thought, I want to get out now. And then it was...
no.
I took it up too early. Stall. But then I regained confidence.
Okay.
And it was the exact same route as the third time round.
Okay.
So we approached the bridge.
Yeah.
And I went over. I
beeped appropriately.
Yeah. Yeah, and it went fine.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I will say, part of me thought, well, we are recording the podcast tonight, so... if you did fail again, it's going to make some great content.
I would be in a terrible mood, though.
Oh, a terrible mood.
Yeah.
You would not be making light about the previous. Be like, that bitch Leslie.
Ryan's not said much still on this one. Stay some stutting every now and then.
No, that's great. You must be delighted that it's
Oh,
over.
yeah, absolutely, mate, love.
Yeah. Would you say you're now a confident driver? I only mention it because... coming here tonight, I said to you, I assume, having passed today, you're going to drive here. And you said, well, it's a new route, so I'll just get the train.
I mean, the train's so easy to get.
It is easy, but I feel like now it's, unless you're on that steep hill, that bridge, forget about it. You know?
Yeah.
Well, when I started, when I passed my test, as a 18-year-old magician living in Liverpool, God, that insurance was expensive. Oh, it was expensive. So I thought, I'm refusing to pay this. What I'll do is I'll get a moped license. I'd seen the film Alfie with Jude Law. I was like, this is me. So I went to the Aintree moped driving school, and you spend, I don't know, maybe 2 hours up and down, and then you go on this journey with the examiner. You've got headsets on.
That sounds great.
Oh, it's great. You have a little chat on the way around. And at the end of it, you get your license, Anyway, it turns out I have zero center of gravity. And on the way around doing the test, I somehow lost control of the moped and crashed into a gate. So I crash into this gate on the way around, and you can imagine what the examiner is hearing on the headset at this point.
But you're not in view of him.
I'm missing now because he's gone too far ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so he hears this almighty crash, and he comes back all of a sudden. But I'd panicked at this point, as you can imagine. Mm-hmm. I'd pulled back on the handle, and I'm just buckarooing now into the gate. So he gets off his bike, he comes over, he grabs me off mine, pulls me off. I'm a bit shook up, and we kind of give it a minute. I get back on the bike, we go back to the test centre, and he signs the certificate, and he gives it to me and says, congratulations, you've passed, you are now a moped driver.
You passed?
Yep. I've not been on one since.
See, that's worse than hitting a bin.
Oh, it's much worse. Yeah. I should have failed.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, I'd given this man 60 quid, and off I went. Oh, okay. Now, I do want to address, actually, a claim I made last week. this was during one of the features. I, in a passing comment, said that I believed kidney beans were poisonous if they hadn't been soaked for 24 hours. Well, I thought I should probably do a bit of research into that statement.
Yeah, I was a bit... I did wonder whether...
You were
that
dubious.
was. Yeah, I was very sceptical.
Anyway, I've done some research, Ryan. It turns out raw kidney beans are in fact poisonous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, so it was true.
It was true. Okay. Potentially, Ryan, if I was hired to do a hit, I could kill someone with a chili con carne. And probably the best thing about it, they'd eat the evidence. Yeah, but who knew kidney beans?
I had absolutely no idea.
Yeah, poisonous if raw. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
You on food. You went to an afternoon tea yesterday, didn't you?
The day before.
Day before yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was fantastic. I did go to an afternoon tea.
You did.
I did.
I was very envious I couldn't make this one.
Yeah, no, I was very surprised because I extended the olive branch.
Yeah, you did. You did. And normally, I'm there.
Yes.
A free afternoon tea, yes, please. But ordinarily, I kind of exchange services. I get the afternoon tea, but I go along with my camera and I take some photos for the website.
Yeah, some fancy photography.
Fancy photography.
Yeah.
But because I couldn't make it, it seemed like a shame for you to now take photos on your phone.
Oh, yeah, as well when it's the S5 Galaxy Neo. That is not taking good quality photos.
So we met for a coffee and I thought I'll give you a photography lesson on how to do it. About 5 minutes into this lesson, you stopped me and said, listen, it's like an automatic setting.
Yes, I did. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. And there is. I was a bit disgruntled by giving the automatic setting to you.
Oh, yeah. You wanted to show me how to amend the focus and things like that.
Yeah, I did.
I was interested in finding it out as well.
You didn't seem that interested.
I know I was. Okay. But I just thought, in the heat of the situation, I didn't want to be...
Yeah. The whole triangle of photography you didn't need.
No.
No.
I needed more time.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. So you took the camera, it was on the automatic setting, off you went.
Yes.
How did it go?
Well,
I'm somewhat leading you here, Ryan, because I know how
it
went. You did not know I was going to bring this up on the podcast.
No. Well, 5 minutes in to the afternoon tea, I pull out the camera. It's a very fancy camera, so it
looks official.
Yeah, and it looked great. And then so I took a test picture, and I thought, look blurry that. It's not what it normally looks like.
No.
Yeah, I think I took one of the menu.
Okay, and that was your test shot.
Yeah, all the font,
all the text.
Yeah, was completely blurred.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh no, that's not good. So I took another, thinking maybe there was something
was amiss.
Yeah. Maybe it was a user error.
Yeah.
No. I was very still.
Well, you say no to being a user error.
Well, okay. So I then...
You're panicking at this point.
I'm massively panicking.
Yeah.
I don't want to go from having pulled out this fancy Canon camera to then putting that away and then the next time to be seen with an old phone. So I had to... I thought I needed your assistance.
Yeah.
So I disguised a trip to the toilet as a way of getting in touch with you. Unfortunately, the toilet at this venue were actually on the -1 level.
So you've now found yourself in like a World War II bunker.
Yeah. When I looked at my phone and seen there was no signal bars, it was such a terrible sight.
You thought your heart couldn't sink even more.
Yeah, it just completely sank. An absolute knot in my stomach. So, but fortunately,
which is not a review of the food.
No food had even been consumed at this point.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is how early on in the situation, in the afternoon,
proceedings.
yeah, it had gone completely wrong for
All
me.
right, yeah.
Yeah. But fortunately, the WhatsApp phone call worked. But I don't know. Have you ever used WhatsApp call?
I have, yes.
Has it ever been good for you?
Well, it has, but normally the person I'm speaking to isn't below ground level. I feel like you're blaming WhatsApp here when really...
Any WhatsApp call I've ever
How often
been
are you
on-
making WhatsApp calls?
Not very often.
No.
But I've made any time though. There's a delay. It's not the same as
It's not the same. And there'll be a hint of a delay, I guess.
Yeah. But that always leads to like some sort of like stunted. What?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, basically that's what our conversation was. I was saying
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
No, all I could hear is you just shouting "focus" at me over and over.
well, that was the gist of it, really. That was
Well, it was, but there were just so many potential things it could have been.
yeah. Well, as a non-expert on it, I had no idea how many things it could have been. I thought there might have been one issue.
Well, no, I mean, a plethora of things it could have been. So it was like trying to defuse a bomb over the phone. Trying to do it.
But we did it tremendously
it.
well. Like if we did ever have to do that, I'd be
God, if there was an emergency situation, forget Kiefer Sutherland. Bring Stephen and Ryan in.
yeah, it would have been a very short film phone booth.
I mean, it already only clocks in at 90 minutes. So,
there was just a flick of a switch.
Flick of a switch was the issue. Yeah,
and it
yeah.
completely sorted out, and it was fine.
yeah.
So it resolved my photography.
The photos look
crisis.
lovely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Except for the first kind of dozen, which are all totally out of
Oh
focus.
yeah.
No idea what you were taking photos over there.
You can see my beads of sweat on the lens as well from when I'm panicking. It's like, this is awful. Yeah, but no, thankfully the situation resolved itself.
Yeah. I'm delighted that.
You say that, but that seems insincere.
It was insincere because my concern is that suddenly I'm no longer needed to be present.
Well, yeah, I can do it alone.
It's not great news for me, that though, is it? You know,
I mean, the afternoon tea is always much better with company anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's very you know
when you've got no one to clink that champagne to.
Yeah. And when you bite into something that tastes delicious,
Yeah.
you're looking at the waitress like, oh, give me something here. I want to show a nice this to someone. Just trying to catch random people's eyes to express.
To raise those eyebrows.
It was a nice eclair.
How's your kind of fitness going? Last time we spoke, you were on a regime.
Well, I've had 2 afternoon teas this month. Apart from that,
Yeah.
it's going fine.
Well, and also when you walked in here, I gave you a souffle.
Yeah. You accosted me with a souffle.
Well, I will say you initially turned it down because you were on, this kick, and I said, "Oh, I've preheated the oven."
I feel I would never be much convincing to
No.
to go from no to a yes with a souffle.
Oh, that gooey centre. You somewhat inspired me, actually, I should say, because having seen your health kick and you're making great progress.
Oh, probably the nicest thing you've ever said to me, though.
Well, I'll cut that from the show. I joined a gym.
Oh,
Yeah. Joined a gym. JD Sports around the corner.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, is this an appropriate time to bring in the move?
Oh, we can bring in the move.
Well, because I suppose this is a joint celebration episode.
Somewhat.
Because not only have I passed my driving test, but Stephen has moved into his new flat.
Yeah, well, I take great issue with you calling it a flat there, Ryan. This is very much an apartment.
Well, I don't know the difference between a flat and an apartment.
Well, we've got floor-to-ceiling windows next to you there.
Is that what defines an apartment?
I mean, I actually don't know.
I think a flat can have floor to ceiling windows.
No.
Yeah.
on the waterfront with the floor to ceiling
Can be
windows.
on the waterfront.
We're overlooking the ocean.
I mean, the ocean. We're on the side overlooking, looking at Liverpool, so it's a very thin stretch of water.
Well, I think it's the perfect amount because you've got half Albert Dock, half the ocean. I don't want pure ocean. Be like I'm back on a ship.
Yeah, you see enough ocean. That's more like a reservoir, I'd say.
Well, nevertheless, we're in my new apartment.
Yes, we are. Yeah, it's a new setting.
Yeah, which is nice. Mm-hmm. This, I guess, will be the new hub of the show because it's bang in the city centre, which is like 5 minutes walk from your office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
Very convenient. So, anyway, there's a gym, a stone throw away. Mm-hmm. I thought I'll join.
I do like being able to use the phrase "a stone's throw away." It's not one often.
I don't think it's used.
I don't
enough,
think I can pull it off when I say it out loud.
Really?
Yeah, I'd more say it in writing. So I'd say it's just a stone's throw away from.
Oh, okay.
Trafalgar Square.
Oh. I feel like you've used that sentence in one of your recent afternoon tea articles.
Yeah. Well, funnily enough,
Go on.
on one of the articles, one of the lines was just a scone's throw away, which is not right because that's not correct pronunciation of it. But I thought that was genius, but it turned out it was just a typo from someone. Just used to typing scone that much throughout the day. They'd accidentally done C instead of T. But I read this and thought, what a pun.
How have I not thought of this? Well, I should say, I do take the piss a bit that you spend most of your day using phrases like succulent scones.
Oh, that's a classic, that. Oasis of calm as well.
So anyway, just around the corner is this gym. I thought I'll join. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm going to make a commitment to tonality, working on the body. So I know nothing about the gym, as you know. Mm-hmm. So I thought I'm going to get myself a personal trainer. Oh, he can teach me everything. Let's call him Mikey. Because that is his name. And Mikey, very nice guy, great body. That's kind of what you go for, you know.
Yeah.
So I went for this session, like a test session, to see how we get on, whether it's going to work. And he said to me, "How many pull-ups do you think you can do?" And I said, "Look, Mikey, I don't think I'm going to be able to do any." He said, "I'll tell you what we'll do. There is a pull-up kind of bit of apparatus over there. Mm-hmm. I think probably the official name is a bar. Now I think of it.
Pull-up apparatus."
He said, "There's a pull-up bar over there."
Yeah, if he said that there's a pull-up apparatus over there, I think, that's poor sign.
This is too much too soon.
I don't know if we should continue with the sessions, Mikey.
So you say there's a pull-up bar over there. What we'll do, we'll go over. He said, "See how many pull-ups you can do. And then in a month's time, we'll try it again, see what the difference is, and see just this incredible amount of progress you're going to make in a month." I thought, this is great. This is great. So we traipse over to the pull-up bar. And, you know, I'm a relatively short guy. Yeah. So as we stood by this bar, we suddenly realised I am not going to be able to reach.
Oh, no.
It seemed like me and Mikey both realised this at exactly the same time. You know, we both looked up. We looked at each other. We looked up again. And I didn't know quite what to happen. And Mikey said to me, do you want a boost? Ooh. Yeah, I don't want that. Don't want that in the gym. But without me giving a response, he comes around the back. Mm-hmm. He grabs me by the waist and
he knew you needed the boost.
He knew I needed the boost. I'm grabbed by the waist and I'm hoisted up into the air like Simba in The Lion King. Unfortunately, though, now it had become an event in the gym. Everybody was looking. I'm there dangling from this bar. And from that position, like straight armed, I couldn't do a single one.
Oh, even
Couldn't
with the
do
boost.
even with the boost. Yeah.
So did Mikey just lower you down?
Well, looking back, the drop was enough. I could have just let go. But that's not what happened. He re-grabbed my waist and slowly lowered me to the ground. Anyway, so that was the test session. And I was like, oh, that was great. That was so good. I feel energized. I've never felt so alive. And I've not been back since. Although that's enough for me. You know. But at least one of us is making efforts toward health.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've got confidence you'll get back on the right path with Mikey.
Well, I mean, you say that.
Oh, do you have no intention? I mean, I suppose my confidence could be very much misplaced.
It was misplaced. Yeah, as nice as he is. Oh, also, I went to the doctors this week.
Oh, really?
Which almost sounds like the setup to a joke.
Yeah.
It was me, a priest, and a rabbi. We're all in there. I actively waited for you to take a drink before
Yeah, I thought
coming out with that.
whatever noise I made there was water going down the wrong way.
So, I mean, it's a very regular occurrence for us to be in the gym. Us to be in the doctors.
Yeah. I say we've just clarified that it's not.
It's in fact the exact opposite.
Yeah. I imagine nothing serious.
Oh, nothing serious. No,
At the
no.
time, though, it was serious.
Oh, God.
To you.
At the time, I've never been more stressed.
Oh, God. This is one of those emergency appointments.
I mean, the self-diagnosing that I did before.
Oh, God.
I took in like a printed dossier of stuff.
It's this. Just tell me I've got 3 weeks left to live.
So I went in, and it's also brand new doctors because it's, you know, in this location.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Went in and I sat down, and it's always very, very a somber atmosphere in the waiting room of a doctor's.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you do the same thing. I found myself kind of looking around everybody, trying to guess what they might have. Occasionally I'll ask, hey mate, tuberculosis, is it? So yeah, I went, sat down, and I'm like looking around at all the, you know, the paperwork. Suddenly I see in the corner there is a Bible. Oh, that does not fill you with confidence.
Just in case the last rite needs to be read.
Just to... We need ready access to this thing. The you know, actually, speaking of the Bible.
Oh, again, lovely segue. Speaking of the Bible.
Speaking of the Bible.
Yes.
On the way to get here, I walk through the city centre, and every day this week, I've been passing by the same preacher. You know, kind of.
Oh, yeah, like,
streets,
on the street, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I just kind of trot along. I pay no attention. But it's been a horrific week weather-wise.
Yes.
Terrible. And I just think, even though I'm not on board with what he's saying, fair play to this man.
You
for being
admire
out.
him.
I just don't think there's anything I'm that passionate about to be out in all weather for. You know, I mean, because to that guy, he's like, say no to the devil.
Yeah.
If I was to do it, I'd be like, say no to bootcut jeans.
To be fair, though, that is a cause that needs fighting. Yeah, I would be converted by that.
Would
yeah,
you?
oh, I'd stop on the street and I'd go over, and I think you'd like, I'd then be
Would you say,
leafleting.
have you got any literature? I can, I can pass out.
Yeah, stands in like open palms with. So the preacher guy,
Yeah.
on the street,
Yeah.
does he convert anyone throughout his day?
I mean, in this week, I've not seen anybody go over and...
Yeah, because if you were one of the people that were converted during that day, like you were just out shopping, and then you ended up in evangelicals.
I mean,
Who only went to next? He had to return a shirt. His whole belief system's completely changed.
Yeah, who comes out of H&M and suddenly it goes, oh, I need the word of the Lord. Yeah, is there anything that you're that, that behind that you think in rain or shine you're out there?
Joe, I think you
respect Amundo.
I think you've made a good point with the bootcut jeans thing. I think that would be a whole momentum campaign.
Maybe it will.
Yeah,
maybe that's proof the devil exists.
Do you think the devil wears bootcut jeans?
Oh, and does not stop banging on about them.
Yeah. Look how much space you get at the bottom. You can't see any of the laces of my shoes. That's just mark of a good pant. That it disguises the laces of all the shoes.
bow.
Yeah. It's practically touching the floor. Look at the fray of the jeans. It's because I trod on it.
I feel like you'd have to go along with what he says as well.
Oh, yeah.
They look so stylish.
Lucifer. Is it stone washed, like the very light jeans?
Yeah.
I hate those as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stone washed bootcut jeans, they're
I mean, who's wearing a regular fit now in 2019? They're bad enough.
I think I've still got a pair of jeans that I've had for years.
Yeah.
A straight.
It's a regular fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put them on a few weeks back because all my other jeans were in the wash, and they.
What had you done to all your other jeans?
I know it was a bizarre moment.
Yeah.
They were like, I had one pair of pants in the cupboard, and they were these straight Gap jeans.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and I put them on, and I was like, oh my god!
Did you go out and do some preaching afterwards?
I got attacked on the street, and rightly so. Cast out like Frankenstein's monster. Sorry.
Also on that walk there is a cat cafe.
Oh yeah.
You know where about I'm talking.
Oh yeah, on Bold Street.
Yeah, on Bold Street. I love animals, love dogs specifically. Cats, I can take or leave.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of any stray dogs in the city just like lining up outside the cat cafe, all peering through the window.
Have you seen in there?
It's rife with them. Absolutely rife.
The bastards. Yeah. Is there a dog cafe? Do those things exist?
Well, you know what? I'm going to mention Japan again.
Bloody hell, okay.
I travel everywhere, but for whatever reason, Japan's coming up a lot recently.
Too often.
Yeah,
I suppose it's got a lot of it's a different culture there, isn't there?
It is a different culture. So
I suppose there's many points of reference that
no, there are that are noteworthy.
Yes, that's the word.
Yeah. So there is a dog cafe you can go to. So I went. Naturally.
Yes, of course.
And you're given two choices. You can either go and kind of hang out with the dogs in there.
That sounds great.
Oh, God, it was a treat.
If you can hang out with dogs. Best day ever.
Oh, yeah. Or you can choose a dog and go for a walk.
Oh, a specific dog?
A specific dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I thought, as much as I would have loved to have been in amongst them, I also like the idea that maybe a few of them haven't stretched their legs properly in a while, so I'm going to take them out.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. So I walk in, and there's maybe 30 different dogs in there. I can't choose.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of the dogs, like, walking towards us.
Sashaying
over. Trying to convince you to pick them. So, oh, God, it's all suddenly got a bit seedy. An Alsatian in a white bathrobe.
So I thought the only kind of fair way to do it, I'll kind of drop my hand into the kind of the pen area, and whichever dog comes over to me, I'll choose that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did, and I saw this dog, lovely dog. And I said to the lady behind the counter, well, I'll take this one. And she went, oh no, very aggressive outside, that one. Yeah.
They found that out the hard way, haven't they? When
they
people,
did.
people have came back and they expect them to be dead relaxed and nice
Like torn clothing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So anyway, the next one that came up, I went for, and I said, what's her name? The lady said her name's Plum.
Oh, that's a great dog name.
It's a great dog name. What concerns me, though, I think they call every dog in there Plum. You know, every time it's like, oh, it's Plum. And we have a lovely walk around the park. If anyone's interested, on my Instagram, at stephenwilliams.jr, you'll see a photo of me and Plum around the park.
Oh, I'll have to...
Oh, don't worry, I'll show it to you, Ryan.
I'm surprised you've not shown me before.
I probably have. You've just blocked it out.
Yeah.
Shall we try a feature?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should.
I enjoyed the features last week.
I think they were really fun. And you know what? Last week, I said that we'd never do a SMR again.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do struggle with the pronunciation of this one.
Did. Even then, I had to look down.
Yeah.
And see
it was though
what
you said
letters.
SMR, so it was like the feature was an SMR, but no,
no. So it's called SWJR. Is it versus or on? I think it's on, isn't it?
Versus? No, you're not attacking it.
They're not my nemesis.
Yeah, it's not a matchup between you and the concept of ASMR. It's SWJR on ASMR.
Yes, that's exactly
Considering you came up with the idea of it.
came up with this whole feature.
You really haven't got a grasp of it.
Well, two things. If people don't know what SWJR is, because we brushed over it, it's the initials of Stephen Williams Jr.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, we made an assumption people would know. Mm-hmm. But
I feel like that's fair, though. That's fair to make that assumption.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your Instagram account.
It is. Yeah. So, in case you missed it, it's just that we also did the Ryan Sleeps Tonight. I feel like that's just a much more obvious pun there.
Yeah, there's no
subtlety.
I think we did go into an explanation of that
we
one
might
as
have,
well.
just in case.
Yeah.
Who's listening to this that doesn't know? So I said we'd never do SWJR on ASMR again, but people loved it. They loved it. So I thought we could bring that back.
Yeah, I thought that was good, that one. So
yeah.
I'm happy to see it return.
Oh yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll close a bit later on a second feature, which you're yet to find out about. So we'll do that a bit later on. But first, let's go back to SWJR on ASMR.
SWJR on ASMR.
Okay, so if you didn't hear the first episode, we'll briefly explain the rules. Mm-hmm. ASMR is a thing that people do online. We still don't really know what it is.
No, we actually found out on the last one what it stood for.
Yeah, which was?
It wasn't... I remember the S and the M.
Yeah.
Oh, what
kind of Googling are you doing? What community is he appealing to? It does explain why you're wearing all leather.
I thought we were never going to explain our outfits. The S and the M.
Yeah.
That stands for sensory meridian.
Yes. And the other two letters?
It wasn't auto.
Anyway, whatever it is.
It's not, yeah.
It's all to do with sounds. People listen to it in headphones. So what we thought we'd do, I'm going to play 3 different sounds. And Ryan, you have to try and guess what these sounds are, what's making these noises.
Yes.
Okay? And people at home, you can totally play along with this as well. So we'll play a sound, try and guess what it is. Here we go with sound number 1.
Sound 1.
Okay, that was sound number 1. Any initial impressions there, Ryan?
Do you know what? I think I might know this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to guess straight away?
Yeah.
Okay, if you do, we're going to play one more time just for the people listening. So here we go. Have another listen, Ryan. Okay, you think you know it?
I think that's like a cloth cleaning a shiny surface.
You know what? It absolutely is.
Yes.
This is somebody cleaning a mirror.
Oh, yeah, it was the squeaks at the end.
Oh.
I recognise that.
Well, fair play.
Yeah.
That wasn't too easy, was it? For a
No, I don't think so.
okay.
Yeah, consider my performance in this last week. I'm happy. It's much improved.
What was How many did you get last time? I can't remember.
I think I got one, but it was also. But my first guess last week was like a garden rig scratching a brick wall or something mental. Like
It was.
I didn't know
quite grasp the idea
the
of
ASMR thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. That's 1 for 1 so far. Here we go with sound number 2.
Sound 2.
Okay. So that's sound number 2. Any initial impressions?
All of these are they're like a little bit horrible, aren't they?
Oh, they're all really weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that one went through me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't enjoy sourcing these files because some of them are like one I saw today was a lady eating a banana just incredibly slowly for 30 minutes.
How do you make a banana last for half an hour?
Well, shall we watch it?
I don't think I want to.
I'll tell you, I couldn't look away. It was hypnotic.
I mean, that's incredibly slow.
Yeah, I still don't quite understand what people get out of this.
No, is it relaxing? Is that the point?
I'm sure. Again, it's week 2. We should have found this out.
Yeah. That would never. That's not whatever that sound just was. That would never relax me. Like,
No.
It made me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, well, that might be the solid eye contact we're making as it plays. Listen to it again. See if you get it. Okay, are you getting anything?
I think it sounds like someone like swirling something around in the mouth.
Okay,
I don't know, like swirling mouthwash around.
Well, I'm going to give you a clue. You are close by saying it's something in somebody's mouth. Okay, so it's definitely mouth-based.
Is it the sound of the water from a shower
that's
going into someone's
good.
mouth? Like if you go open mouthed in the shower for whatever reason to get some water.
Well, someone did eat a banana for 30 minutes, so
Yeah.
these people go to some lengths.
Yeah.
Would you like to listen to it one more time before confirming?
Yes.
Okay, final time.
So I'm close though with that.
You're so close. I feel like when you know, you'll go, of course it was that.
So it's someone swirling something around in the mouth.
Not necessarily swirling.
It's like something getting fired into someone's mouth.
Well, yeah.
I feel like all the suggestions that are coming into my head now are like I'm getting colder.
Okay, so
I've just thought like someone like firing like a water gun. Yeah, it's definitely not water gun.
no,
related, is
no. Okay, I feel like you probably won't get it now, but
No.
Do you want to stick with just water in the mouth?
Yeah.
Okay, it was actually somebody with popping candy in the mouth.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of popping candy.
No?
No. I just think it's.
I thought you'd enjoy the novelty of it.
No. I've had this conversation many times with.
How many times have you had
It
this
always
conversation?
it often comes up. Honestly, I think it's an unnecessary sensation
Addition.
in the mouth. Yeah.
Oh.
It adds nothing apart from annoyance.
Well, I guess that's true.
Mm-hmm. Like no one likes having that crackling feeling. in your
No,
mouth.
I suppose they don't. I mean, this lady had it for about 45 minutes. She went to town on this popping candy. Okay, here we go with sound number 3.
Sound 3.
Okay, that's sound 3. I think this one is quite difficult.
I feel like it's like someone making an adjustment to like a mechanical device. So like I don't know. The first thing came to my mind was like someone putting keys in the door and messing about with the keys.
Okay. I guess it is a mechanical device.
Mm-hmm.
Have another listen.
Do you know what it sounds like?
Go on.
Do you know the Drive soundtrack?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. The start of Night Call by Kavinsky. It's got like there's like a sound effect, and there's like a wolf howl.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the song.
I totally know the song. We will listen to it after this, and potentially...
Yeah, it sounds exactly like that.
Well, potentially the object in that is this.
Oh, okay, so it could be a car. It's car related?
It's not correlated.
Oh.
I feel like you could potentially get this, but you're going to have to deviate from it being a car.
Oh, see, every thought that I'm having is car related. But it's something related to Drive, then?
No.
I mean, you led me down a path there.
Oh, I don't know. Listen to it one more time.
Is it a garden rake scratching down some bricks? No, I feel like something to do with a window.
It's not. Would you like me to tell you?
No.
No? Okay.
I want one more guess.
Okay, one more guess.
I can't think of another guess. I literally can't think of a single mechanical device. The switch on a kettle.
Oh, that came a bit left field.
I mean, it's also very unrelated to Drive as well. There's never that scene where he makes a cup of tea.
Well, Ryan Gosling says, fancy a brew?
Do you know what? I'm gasping.
It's not. Oh, part of me feels like perhaps even mentioning Drive has put you on such a bump steer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It was almost as if you were blaming me for that thing.
Yeah. Much like Leslie.
Okay, would you like to know?
Yes, I would. I'm nowhere near.
No, it was somebody showing photos on a 1972 Eastman Kodak slide projector.
I was just about to say that. Do you know what? I can now visualise
absolutely
an old camera like that sort of. I can.
Yeah. And that's it for SWJR.
It started off so well.
It did start off really well.
Yeah. Did I get one out of 3?
I think you got 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got the first one.
First one you nailed.
Yeah. I knew that immediately.
Second one, you seem to have a bizarre issue with popping candy. So, out of spite, I feel like you didn't get that one. And I feel like once you finish recording, you may have to go and use the kettle over there just to know what it actually sounds like.
Yeah, that was just my mind went blank in what is a mechanical device, and I think I can see the kettle in the corner of my eye, so I just said kettle.
Yeah, cleaning the mirror was the first one. Like you nailed that one. Yeah. We have just taken a quick break, and while we did, we listened to that song from Drive. Mm-hmm. To be fair, Ryan, it sounds exactly like the projector. It's called Nightcrawler.
No, Nightcrawler's another film. It's
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes, it's called Night Call.
Night Call. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We could probably have a movie little feature on the show at this point. At some point.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we ramp into another feature?
Oh, wow, what a segue again.
Radio 1, if you're listening. We have another feature. This is called Cowardly Ryan.
We enjoy that my name rhymes with lion.
Every feature in future. Oh.
That is a horrible phrase.
It's a terrible phrase.
Any feature.
Every.
I messed up on on the very easy words. Every feature in future.
Oh, it's terrible, that.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I mean, it's not worth repeating, but every feature in future will have Ryan in the title. So, this one is called Cowardly Ryan. Here is the game. I am going to read you, Ryan, the name of 3 phobias. Mm-hmm. And you have to try and guess what the phobias are. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yes. I think it's going to be quite tough, this. Are you confident?
No.
Just no.
Yeah, just no. Yeah. Because there's always quite technical names for phobias, isn't there? So
they are technical names, and that concerns me because I don't think I'm going to pronounce them correctly. So here we go with Cowardly Ryan. Okay, Ryan, here we go with round 1.
Round 1.
What is ophalophobia? Actually, I think I've said that wrong. Yeah. Is omphalophobia. You're also looking at the text here, Ryan. You can't see the answer, but would you pronounce that the same way?
Yes, omphalophobia.
Omphalophobia.
Or omphalophobia. Omphalophobia.
Oh, let's just say it's omphalophobia.
Yeah, omphalophobia. We'll go.
What do you think is omphalophobia?
See, this is where it's always a technical term.
It is a technical term.
Because there's no such thing as an omphal, as far as I'm aware.
I don't think so. Let me see what it actually is. Well, okay, seeing what it is, maybe it is something. It's a technical name for something, potentially.
I'm going to go for... I feel like you'll select the ridiculous ones.
Not necessarily.
I feel like you're going to keep it light. It's not going to be...
Yeah.
It's not going to be like a genuine condition where it's like...
No, omphalophobia.
Omphalophobia. I think this is going to be nature related. Because you said an omphal could be a thing.
I mean, it could be a thing, but TV is a thing.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Fear of Andy Abraham.
Fear of stray bins in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I've developed omphalophobia. Some really serious omphalophobia. I'm going to go for... I think it's going to be like a type of animal. I'm going to go like an obscure type of animal. Fear of squirrels.
It is not the fear of squirrels. Is that your final answer? It is actually the fear of belly buttons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm assuming because like some are like in and out and it's a bit weird.
They are a bit weird.
They're a bit weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a purpose?
Well, it's where the umbilical cord is cut, isn't it?
Yeah. So after that, there's no...
Because I had a conversation in work not yesterday, well, a few days ago, and it was whether dogs have belly buttons, which I scoffed at first. I was like, no, because dogs don't have umbilical cords. Turns out dogs do have umbilical cords.
Do they?
Yeah, but
what if it's like a litter?
I don't know. So that's something to research. Because if they do have umbilical cords, then you would assume they should have
belly buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think? Anyway,
fear of belly buttons.
Here we go.
Belly buttons, not belly buttons.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Okay, Ryan. Round 2. What is nomophobia?
Nomophobia.
That was an email coming in the background.
Nomophobia.
It almost, to give you a hint, it doesn't necessarily rhyme with the thing, but it sounds somewhat akin to it, maybe. Having said that, you heard my clue with drive before,
Yeah. I can now only think of words that rhyme with nomo, of which there aren't many.
Well, yeah, now I think of it, I do regret giving you that kind of clue. Nomophobia.
Fear of limos?
It is... What was the connection you were making there?
Well, you said it sounds a bit like it, so nomo. Limo?
Oh, okay. I've got it. It's not that. It is the fear of not having constant service on your mobile phone.
What was your... What's it that it sounds akin to?
Well, no phone.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Have you ever referred to your phone as your mo? Because if you have, I'm leaving. That's an instant friendship end of that.
I don't have mo phone. Oh. Okay, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Okay, here's what it actually says. Short for no mobile phone phobia. This is the constant fear of not having service, and according to researchers in the UK, a whopping 50% of people have it.
I was going to say, I imagine that's quite common.
Yeah, 50%.
I think everyone... Like, I know.
Actually, I'm surprised there's not more thing
Yeah,
about it.
I reckon it will be now.
Yeah?
When was that recent survey conducted?
You know what? I've got no more information than what I've just given you.
Yeah, no, I think that will be a lot more common now. No homophobia.
You're probably right, because it's very comforting to have those bars.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You in that bunker a few days ago.
yeah. I experienced some severe nomophobia.
Here we go with round 3.
Round 3.
Round 3. Ryan, what is phobophobia?
I think I might know this one.
You think you know it?
Yeah. I think that this one is going to be a fear of having phobias.
It absolutely is. Fair play.
Yes.
It's hard to believe, but this is literally a phobia of phobias. Now,
That one makes sense. I like that one.
well, congratulations there, Ryan. They're one of 3. That is Cowardly Ryan. I really didn't think you get any of those.
No, I didn't. Well, when I read the phobophobia one before, I didn't put it. I realised what it would have meant.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They, obviously, when I said it out loud,
Yeah, of course.
I realised the repetition.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. We may return to that in future. I've got no idea.
Yeah, no, again, it was an enjoyable one. Yeah.
Ryan, again, another pleasure doing this.
As always.
These are going to be out every Monday, and excitingly, we now have an Instagram page, which I didn't tell you about, and I thought announcing it there, you'd be a bit more excited.
That was a good ooh, wasn't it?
Well, it almost seemed like a, I don't want to say underwhelmed, but just a bit. You couldn't really care either way.
I think that's the extent of my ooh to an Instagram page, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it took all of 30 seconds to set up, so this isn't a huge announcement. What is the name of it? Let me just have a look. Nobody turn off. I am looking. While it's coming up, mine, do feel free to still like mine. It is at stephenwilliams.jr. The one for the podcast is, of course, at Dodging Death Podcast.
Oh.
I mean, why did I not remember that? So
yeah, I was expecting something different then. I was like, surely it's going to be like very similar to the name, but
yeah, no, just at Dodging Death Podcast. Currently, as you record this, there is 1 follower.
oh, is that you?
It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. So let's try to get that a bit up if we can.
At least the double figures. That'd be good.
Oh, double figures would be great.
Yeah.
It's a bit optimistic, probably.
Oh, yeah. I'm aiming for the stars. With this.
We can maybe have like a weekly live count.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good, yeah.
Though what concerns me is it might, kind of plateau at 17 for some months.
Yeah, how many family members can you get to follow us?
I mean, my family don't even follow my own page, so I think it's a push. But thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Stephen.
I will see you next week.
See you next week.